guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to play Asterix. Silly little... It's kind of surprising how this little comic strip spawned a lot of games, it really feels like. Because I've seen a decent amount of the Asterix and Obelix games in a lot of things. Alright, let's just see what we got here. I'm guessing platformer? Alright, so we got jump, we got attack. Alright, so we can ride the pig. Alright, so he doesn't jump overly high. Knocked the guy right out of his socks. Alright, what else we got? Alright, so we got 6 buttons. And other than R and L, kind of panning, which is kind of cool that you can look ahead. But other than that, like we're a 2-button game on a 6-button controller. Always kind of disappointing when they do that. It's kind of weird that they have so many things. That requires you to get high, but your guy doesn't really jump very high. So let's see if we can find a way of climbing this. All right, we're not sticking the landing there. We are on a time limit, so that's kind of making things a little bit more. No double jumping. All right, so we got no double jump. We can't really jump high, but then there's all these things up here that we can't even make it to, really. I guess we could maybe, because we can actually go back, I think that will allow us to do that if we wanted to. I guess that's what we got to do is actually work our way back. We're kind of invincible for all of the second. Huh. Well, because there was a way going down that direction prior. Alright, let's just work our way through the level. Not worry about getting a bunch of the stuff. The jumping is really, for being a platformer, the jumping is not the best. I mean, there's nothing really, I just kind of... I think that was more on me than anything else. Yeah, it's definitely a me thing. Like, they have it perfectly, but you have to time everything very well. Because there's no real margin for error in the jumping. See, I'm confused, because we went there, if we go there, we die. Oh, so this is the one we... So there's a very, very small... I knew we had to go down, but it's funny that there was just that one spot that we're able to go down at. Apparently, we missed him. Wow, we get 3 continues in this entire game. And we have to start at the very beginning. I mean, the levels are short. Oh, we don't have to start at the beginning. It seemed like it, but we didn't. All right, that's good. All right, so mostly just no point in attacking if you don't need to. And we still got hit by that thing. All right, I think those are do not touch. I mean, decent level, all things considering. Just gonna jump over the little hole. I mean, the levels are fairly short. They look pretty decent. They're not terrible at the moment. We'll see if they just keep reusing the enemies, if they're going to be changing things up. So far, it's same thing. So a little disappointing. I would like to see more variety of things. But, I mean, we got a dog now. That's kind of cool. He's got the dog, but he got the guy by the ass. It's hilarious. Alright, so we got our invincibility. It's funny that our invincibility just makes we just run through every. Whoa, okay. Whew. That was almost bad. Oh, there's the other one. I'm not too worried about collecting everything. We just want to get through. It's giving us the finger. And it still hit us. That's kind of annoying. Is we hit the thing, but it still showed us getting hit. Alright. And we all the way at the beginning. That's funny, though, that you can summon the dog. It's hilarious. Ah! That was disappointing. Come on, jump where you're supposed to jump. Seriously. Whoa, did it again. Rushing too fast, like just throwing myself through it. My bad on that one. Like, I knew it was coming. Like, we did it perfectly fine the first time. Second time around, we're just rushing too fast through everything because we know where everything is, and it's just costing us. Go Duggers. Yeah. That is one thing that, like, you get so used to on some of the higher end games like Mario and stuff, where you know that you can get, as you're running, you can make that jump right at the edge and everything. This one, not so much. Like, it is not as responsive at all times as some of the other ones. Like, you'll go to jump, and you'll notice that it does not respond when you jump, like, on by edges and everything. It's a game that kind of says rush, 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 but also not rush, rush, rush at the same time. I'm kind of getting sick of that. Where we go to hit something properly, and we still take damage from it. Alright, see, I see what happened there. Alright, I get that. But not there. Come on. It's getting a little ridiculous. It's almost like it's not worth attacking people. Like, he had no weapon, we go hit him, and we still take damage. I mean, the game, all in all, is not bad. It's fairly basic. You know, it's colorful, but it seems to kind of be reoccurring, where we're reusing the same everything, it looks like. I mean, it's the constant same enemies in everything is a little redundant. Other than that, like, so as you get used to some of the stuff, where you realize that you have to take a little bit more time before you go to jump. Oh, okay, I see what we gotta do here. Ouch. Not the first game to do almost exactly this, right? Ah, come on. ActRaiser did something exactly like this, too. We'll finish out our continues. I'm not, like, of everything about the game, I think the two main things that I don't like, that are disappointing to a point, is the reusing of the enemies constantly, where we're not really getting any variety. It's just the same things over and over. And that, and still getting hit when we're attacking an enemy. Like, we'll attack the enemy and we'll still take damage. I think that, among more than anything, is really obnoxious. Whoa, alright. But, I mean, the levels, like I said, are decent looking, they're pretty, they're colorful. They're just a little redundant. We keep doing the same thing over and over again. With the same enemies. The jumping is disappointing for the most part. Whew. Come on, really? But I mean, it's definitely, it has that Mario feel to it. But I mean, when you have such a classic game, everything kind of compares to it. So it's not really fair to... I mean, that's the same thing we get in Souls-like, right? Like, there was the epitome, the peak of that genre, which is, of course, the Dark Souls series. So everything definitely gets compared to that because it is by far the most superior... So when we got stuff like Mario, which was exceptionally well done, controlled the way you wanted to. Like, there was nothing really negative to say at all about Mario. Then, you know, you get a game that is a platformer, and you can't help but to compare it to Mario. I mean, decent stuff for the platforming, definitely. All right, I was kind of hoping that was that. We needed some more health, and I kind of whoa. Oh, come on, off screen. See, that's cheese right there. That's bullshit. But yeah, the levels are decent. They're colorful. They're pretty. They're short. Yeah, I don't know how we were supposed to get up there. Maybe, yeah, that I guess will do it. Jeez. But why bother, right? Let's just move on with life. We got there. All right. I wonder how many acts are in each level and if there's going to be a boss or anything. But yeah, I mean, we keep reusing the... that's... I mean, same shit, different day kind of thing. Did we still get hit by an unknown force again? Like, it's kind of ridiculous that you're getting hit, like, off screen. That's really starting to be very annoying. Alright, we got the Hedgehog there. And that's the level. Oh, the bubbles. Can we climb? We can, alright. Alright, let's watch the little duty there. Oh, right onto the spikes. Alright, this is awesome. I don't get what's going on there. It tells us to go that way. But we can't get that high. Are we missing something? Come on! Jump, you fucking mustachioed moron! Oh, come. Well, this is annoying as hell. I mean, we get there, but then it doesn't, I mean, it says go that way. But we can't get up there. You can't double jump. There is no super jump on this. You can't run and jump. This isn't Mario, so you don't get to run and jump. Maybe you can. Alright, there we go. I guess the one button that X actually does is actually have you run. I was pressing the button but not holding it down while I was running, so I didn't realize it actually did something. So that's on me. So the classic ice level, right? Jesus. Well, we got new enemies that take a lot of hits. And there's nothing down there. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I found the turbo button, and it was not a good idea. But all in all, like, it's a basic platformer. Honestly, it's really nothing glaringly bad with it, but a couple of, like, little cheesy where you get shot off screen by some enemies here and there. Very rarely, so not really a big deal. The jumping can be a little off, and the timing can be a little down. Like, it doesn't register all the time when you're trying to do that really close gap jumping, like at the very edge of stuff. So, like, you're gonna wind up falling or dying probably a couple more times than you should, trying to get the timing to where the game registers you still being on something and the edge, because there's a very fine line that when you get to it to jump over, you still fall. So all in all, it's a basic, decent little platformer. Really doesn't do a whole lot on variety, though. I mean, we still get the same basic enemies throughout the whole game, which is pretty disappointing. I would like to see more things. Then they're scattered. They're almost just more of a nuisance than anything else. Like, you pretty much can go through every level, avoiding almost everything but the stupid birds. Always the birds. Hate the fucking birds. But other than that, you can pretty much avoid everything else because nothing else matters. They're just more annoying than anything else. So, like, you're pretty much platforming with a little bit of speed running and avoiding enemies to a point, because it's almost more detrimental when you attack them than when you just avoid them. So, all in all, not bad, not great. It's definitely not like top 10 platformers or nothing, but it's playable and there's nothing seriously wrong with it. So, take it for what it is. You guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Till next time, guys. Have a good one.